Okay, so I spent many, many years, like better part of 25, 30 years, traveling the world. I rode around Europe on trains during the art and music scene and the what they called punk scene in the early 1980s. I lived in San Francisco. I lived in San Diego. I made many journeys to New Orleans. I spent summers in Maine. I traveled around with my parents and stayed in campgrounds in Maine and Nova Scotia and Canada and Vermont and New Hampshire. In the summer times, I lived in California, and I traveled back and forth across the country on the bus many times, and I had many amazing experiences, and I got a love for small town America. So I traveled a lot. Then God crashed in on me when I was 36, 37 years old. And I said, I hate Christianity. I don't want to go into those places. I got enough training on that when I was a kid. I quit Christianity when I was about 14 because I could feel there was something really fake and really wrong, and many of my own personal issues had not been addressed. And I felt like, gosh, if these people know God, they're not really helping me be who I am. And I just, in my guts, I just knew there was something wrong, very wrong. I mean, just like bad. So when God invited me to understand that Jesus, God, Church, and Bible is a valuable thing, he began taking me on a tour of what I call the church mess in North America. I mean, I just enjoyably sat and reviewed and took notes. I sat under many teachers without complaining, without rejection. I just wanted to learn the stuff in those places that I've been slandering and rejecting. And across 24 years, I visited plain folks, Mennonite, Amish. I visited sacramental Catholic-style churches. I visited standard evangelical Bible thumper churches. I gathered with the Messianic Jewish gatherings a lot. I was with the Pentecostal, charismatic, miracle signs and wonders people. I was with the people who left America and went to serve the poor in other countries in Central America and Indonesia. I mean, with every single atmosphere of church, I sat with these people. I saw what they did. I saw the mistakes and the tragedies that were going on. So that is also part of my credentials. Now, I tell you the truth. Christianity is dangerous. Christianity is dangerous because of bad habits and missing things. Therefore, we're going to skip out of Christianity for a minute, and we're going to relax, and we're just going to have a good little time here. All right. We're going to pretend that we are all atheists. Yes. Right now, we're just going to pretend that God, Jesus, God, Church, and Bible doesn't exist. God doesn't exist, and there's no afterlife. There's just now. We're going to pretend. We're going to pretend. So we're all on the same page. We're not running a religious agenda. We're all on the same page. Hi. Okay. Why are we going to pretend that God doesn't exist? Because God is not the most important thing. You are. And what you say and do is the most important thing. You change the world wherever you go. When you walk in a room, the atmosphere changes. When you say something to a friend or a family member, their life is being changed. This is a focus on you and me. Now check this out. You know what your God is? Now that God doesn't exist, okay. You know what your God is? Your God is your TV. Your God is your parents. Your God is your friends. Your God is your stars and your superstars and your teachers and the people that you spend time. You choose to spend time with certain people. If you wanted to walk away from your friends and your parents and walk to Colorado and never come back, you could do that. See, it's you. This focuses on you. But your God is your stars and your church family and your workplace people. That is your God. You are the center of the universe right now because we're pretending God doesn't exist. And now you are going to be evaluated for making the world better. And that's the whole work of Polk County Family Honesty Church. You. Don't think about nobody else, just you. You, in your little skin, your little world, in the thing that you were born into. You might have been born into a horrible family. You might have been born into a nice family. You might have good church people around you. You might have bad church people around you. You might work at a job you love. You might work at a job. You, I don't care what you're up to right now, you are challenged and evaluated for making the world a better place. And that's the introduction. Here we go. Going to get good.